Hey guys, welcome to my studio. I have been wanting to record this video for a long time for you guys, and today I'm finally gonna do it. I'm gonna walk you through my whole studio, including where I store my inventory. This is where all my handmade products are created, concepted, painted, assembled, packaged, shipped, everything in my handmade product business, as well as my design studio, actually. This is where I guess they say the magic happens, and I am excited to be showing it all to you today. And while the majority of all that happens in this room, there's also several other places across my house where I store inventory and do different tasks, so I'm gonna walk you through those spaces as well. In case you guys are new to my channel, my name is Melissa, and I run a design studio by day and a handmade product business by night. And on this channel, I love to talk about that handmade product business. I love to share with you guys the journey of the business as well as tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So let's get started. Okay, so in my studio, I have this big long desk and it's kind of split into two zones. So this is my design and kind of digital creation desk. And then this over here is my art desk. So this is where I do all my painting. I do lots of product assembly over here, things like that. So it's really worked really well for me to have these two different zones. That way, I don't have to move a bunch of things that are drying to do my design work during the day and things like that. At my design desk over here is where I do all of my design work, as well as any of the digital work that's involved in running my product business. So that might be making social media graphics or updating my website. I do a lot of digital editing on my hand done paintings. And so, all that happens right in this little spot over here. This is also where I sit and pack and ship all of you guys' orders because my label printer is all hooked up to my computer right here and just makes it really easy to do that right at this area of the desk. And then walk with me to my art desk. My art desk is where I do all of my art, or at least most of my art. Some of my more recent gel plate prints, I do those in the kitchen because I have a huge counter in there, and that kind of work tends to take just a lot of space. So, but this is where I do my watercolor painting. It's where I add detail to those gel plate prints. It's also where I assemble most of my jewelry. I assemble lots of my magnets here. You can see like all my organization. I'll show you more of that in a minute, but this is where I do like tons and tons of assembly. Actually, I have a huge batch of earrings like drying right now. This works really well to have this separated to be able to do more of that hand done artwork. So now we're over here at my art desk, and over here is where I organize all of my different findings and components for making my jewelry products. It's taken me a little while to kind of develop this system, but now that I have it developed, I love it. I love to just be able to sit here at my chair and just have almost everything that I need accessible right there. And then across the room from my art desk is over behind you. Across the room is where I store a ton of my inventory of my jewelry and a lot of my accessory products. It's kind of hidden right behind this door. Welcome to my little accessory corner over here. This is one of my favorite little spots because it's so colorful and happy, and it has just all the super fun things in it. It took me a long time to develop this little organizational system, but I am so glad I finally got here because it makes my life so much easier, particularly when it comes to filling wholesale orders like really easily. So I can just come over here and pick everything that I need from here. I've got bins up top here, and these have our little saguaro studs in them. And I've got one bin for every color. So we've got 5 different bins there. And then below that, I've got all of my key rings. And so we've got my cactus key rings separate from my Arizona shaped key rings. And again, everything is divided by color. There's our Fiesta glitter one. Super, everyone loves this one. But yeah, so we've got all of my cactus key rings and then all of my Arizona key rings right below them. So key rings grouped together. Below that, I've got our acrylic magnets. And again, Arizona separated from cactus designs in their own bins. Makes it really easy to just grab them to ship orders. And then beneath that, I've got all of my bookmarks. So I've got our brass bookmarks, Getting a lot of glare on that one. Brass bookmarks, and then I've got 2 styles of those, just in case you haven't seen them. Got that arched one, and then I've got this oval shaped one. And then I've got our paper bookmarks down below. We've got currently 4 paper bookmark designs. And then last fall, I added art magnets to our lineup, which people have been loving, and I love. They're one of my favorite products right now. But this system wasn't quite built to fit those in. So they are on here, but they're a little scattered in the like 1 or 2 open bins. So I've got 1 design up here, 1 design down here, 2 designs down here. And if you haven't seen our art magnets, these are what they look like. So they're like the more flat style with my art on them. That one is a really popular one that says Arizona on it. I also have a couple designs. Actually, I'll show you this one. It's more colorful. And then I've got some that don't say Arizona on them also. So those are kind of, I haven't quite figured out how to get them grouped together without splitting something else up yet. It drives me a little crazy, but it is what it is. And then I've got excess, actually, you probably can't see this. I've got extra of the art magnets down here. And these are not packaged because on wholesale, I sell them unpackaged and I keep them packaged for the consignment shops that I'm in. Thought being that usually when I go into a souvenir shop or something, they usually have a big magnetic tower and they just have their magnets all over it. It seemed like a lot of extra work to package them like this for them when they probably just want them like this. But in all of my consignment shops, I have either like pegboard or slat wall with hooks where I display my stuff, so I need something that can hang. So that's why I kind of have the art magnets packaged 2 different ways. I do package all of our acrylic magnets in the little hanging things though, because these don't have a big flat back on the back of them. They've got like a dime size magnet on the back of them. And so there's not really even anywhere to put a price tag on them if they're loose. And so even for our wholesale customers, I do keep these packaged because that way they've got somewhere to fix a price. Okay, so that is not it in this little corner because I actually almost forgot to show you where I have all the hoop earrings stored. So come up with me. Okay, so up here is where I store all of my hoop earrings. I have these little drawers. They're like these little stair-like drawers. And inside them, I've got these little baskets that are just from the dollar store. Each basket has a colorway. So here's our rose gold hoops. Got our black mirror on today, actually. Here's green. This one's always really popular too. I have those in 2 different shapes right now. I have what I call classic and elongated. Let me show you a different color of the classic. These are the classic, so they're a little bit more, I don't even want to say wide, they're more like equal in size. The elongated ones are elongated. They're like long and narrow. I've got all the classic down here. I've got a little label here showing me all these are classic, and then these are my elongated. They're all up here. And then I actually also have prickly pear hoops, which I don't know if I've ever shown you guys these because I almost forget I have them sometimes, but people love them. They're little prickly pears on a hoop. People love these because there's not a lot of prickly pear shaped things out there. Like you can find other cactus, like saguaro cactus shaped jewelry, but the prickly pears are kind of unique. Okay, so that is this zone. And then I also have a little few things down here. So I'll take you back down and show you these things. Okay, this little zone is where I have my stickers, my mini prints, and I've got some shipping supplies right here. Start at the bottom here. This drawer is actually really full right now. All my mini prints are down here, and these are just my little 4x4 prints of my artwork. We've got, I think 13 designs currently in stock on those. No, 14 designs in stock on those. And then I've got my stickers in here. And now what I do with my stickers is I actually store them all by case of 10 because I sell them wholesale in a case of 10. And then if I need to break open a case to fill a customer order, I can do that, you know, like a retail customer on my website. But I also keep a bin of like loose ones back here that I fill orders from first. And if I don't have it back there, then I open a case. Both of these drawers have cases of stickers in them. And I'm a smidge low on stickers right now, so I gotta order some. And then like I said, over here is some shipping supplies. I've got these little custom mini mailers, and If you ordered like just like a stud pair of earrings or a couple bookmarks, your order will come in these. And then I keep some jewelry boxes here that are stamped with our logo. I almost forgot to show you the rest of the shipping supplies, which are down there. So down here is where I have all of our shipping packaging. I've got some more in the garage as well, but this is kind of like my most common sizes. I've got some folding boxes in there. There's a couple just kind of random boxes that are already folded, some packing materials, more shipping boxes, a few padded mailers, everything down in here. That way it's just very easy to access these guys when an order comes in and I'm over at the other desk filling your orders. And then just in case it's of any interest, this is where I keep my bins that I stock my consignment shops with. I also keep a few of them down here, and I also keep some magnet overstock and things in this little thing. I don't know if this looks familiar to you, but this is where I tend to sit and film my videos every week. Okay, so here we are. We are in the little hall right outside my office. I nearly forgot to include this in the tour, but it's actually a pretty important part of the tour. This little cabinet up here holds so much stuff. It's mainly packaging and things like that that I use to put all my products together. So let me show you what's in there. So I can't really show you the full height and still be on camera because it's quite a bit taller than I am, but I've got all kinds of my packaging sleeves in here, my packaging cards in here. I've got some overstock that's like overstock of the overstock. We've got sleeves for my magnets, sleeves for my bookmarks, cards for my magnets, more bookmark sleeves, some miscellaneous sleeves. These are all my packages of glue dots for gluing magnets to the cards. Got a whole bunch of duct tape back there. You probably can't even see it, but I use that to peel my acrylic with. And then we've got punched stud cards. We've got dangle earring cards. We've got punched mini hoop cards. And then this is actually for unpunched cards, but I don't have anything in there right now, which is funny because I actually do have an entire bin of them. Just put them in the wrong place. I've got all of my hang tabs for my hoops that help them be able to hang on a rack. Bin of punches. Here's what I mean by overstock. These are brass bookmarks. When I go through them very fast. And so I actually go through them sometimes, like I'll have like 200 or 300 on hand kind of thing. My little bins over there in my office can only hold like around 100. So here's a big bin ready to go for the fall. Winter season starts back up again. And then I've got some paper bookmarks up here too that are the same situation. Some keyring overstock way up there, some miscellaneous packaging. So this is an important little area of my life because I am forever going in here for sleeves, cards, whatnot to package my products. Now, let's go to the garage because the garage is where I store all of my greeting cards and all of my art prints. And you guys, it's 108 today, so we'll see how much detail I can go in that very hot space. Okay, so here we are in my garage. I apologize if you hear noise from the road. I live just like 4 or 5 houses from a main road. This is where I store my art prints, and that cabinet right there is where I store my greeting cards. Let's take a look. Here's where I store all of my art prints. I've got these little file folder things, and I've just created a file folder divider between each art print style, like each design, and then I've labeled them so that they're easy to find and put them in alpha order. I actually used to have these standing up, but it was harder to get art prints out, so I only recently flipped them like this, but because of that, the labels are kind of not on the right side of the filing tab anymore. So if it looks a little funny, that's why I haven't remedied that yet. It's really easy to just quick pull art prints out of here and to know exactly what I'm pulling and be able to see really easily what's getting lower on stock because you can see there's nothing in there. This works really well for me for all of my art prints. I think right now we've got like maybe 30 different art prints all right here. And then this is my greeting card cabinet, which I love this little cabinet so much. This is like my little dream organization for greeting cards. So I've got these little boxes. You've probably seen other greeting card makers online with them. They work really well. I just have one box for each greeting card design, and then I've labeled them again in the label maker. Can you tell I'm a nerd and I like to label things? I've put all of my local themes at the top. I've grouped all birthday together down here, and then we've got kind of other themes towards the bottom. It just so happens to work out too that tends to be that my higher selling ones are at the top, and my ones that I don't sell quite as fast are towards the bottom, because I tend to sell lots of birthday and then lots of local specific themes since I'm in a lot of local shops. This is just like makes it so easy for me. Another thing that I do, and I don't know if other people do this or if I'm weird like this, but I package everything into a case of 6, because on wholesale, I sell these in a case of 6, so it makes it really easy for me to just grab a case and not have to pack a case every time someone orders one. And then actually in my office, I'm just realizing I failed to show you this, so I may go back and put a clip in. In my office, I actually have a bin of just like individual single cards that I'll grab from for retail orders off my website, and then if needed, I'll break up a case. I find this makes it really easy to fill wholesale orders really fast. All right, so I almost forgot to show you, I also have a whole bunch of stuff all up there. Some of it's supplies, but some of it's actual inventory, so I'll just quick show you that too. This is definitely too high to see the bins and be in the frame at the same time, so I'll just walk you through it. So I've got 4 different bins here, and these all have already carded earring inventory in them. And I use those same bins from the dollar store inside these, and my cards fit kind of perfectly into the slots in those bins. And that keeps them from flapping all over the place every time I'm, pull a bin off the shelf or something. And then over here, I've got, this is my ornament overstock bin. It's the middle of the summer, so I'm not exactly accessing this right now. There's also not a lot in it right now, but in another month or 2, this will be a little more full of ornaments for the holiday season. And then this is the bin I was telling you about that has, so you can barely see that, but that has, I just keep like one-off cards. So basically when I package all the cases, there'll usually be like a couple left over, and so I'll put them in there. That's also where I have all what used to be my craft show inventory that was all loose and not in cases, but it's the middle of the summer and craft shows don't happen in the middle of the summer in Arizona. So they're all up there for now, and they're ready to fill one-off orders of greeting cards from my website. Over here further, this is really mainly just supplies. I got Cricut stuff, I got samples of my products so that when I want to take photos or videos, I always just kind of have one in the office. I've got some props for photos and video, and then just kind of, there's some beading stuff up there, so there's some vendor samples and things like that up there. That's kind of a jam-packed little place in my office as well. I'd be remiss if I didn't show you this little spot of the house, because this is actually where much of the magic happens. And that is, this is the spot where I package almost everything. I package some things at my desk in my studio, but more often than not, I've got a TV show on, or a movie on, or YouTube videos on, and I am sitting right here on this couch packing all the things, making earrings, packing bookmarks, sleeving cards, packing art prints, all the things. It happens pretty much always right here. Currently watching Gilmore Girls for the first time ever, which I know is wild that I've never seen that before, but I'm loving it so far. You guys like that show? Tell me in the comments. So that's my whole studio, you guys. Thanks so much for coming to see me and hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you want to see how I pack my market boxes, watch that video right there. I think that's where it's going to show up. And if you enjoyed this, pop a like or a comment or subscribe below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.